lead magnets, starter kits, ebooks, all of it. This week has definitely been a 1K warrior experience for me and baby. So, as part of my 2-day AI Profits Build-a-thon, I built a starter kit called Publish to Profitable. And what I'm going to do today is actually walk you through the build so that you can see what's possible and you can ask questions, whether you are live or on the replays side. So we will go through what I built this weekend, the tools that made it fast, because AI is the win for me. Creating things in minutes and not months, baby, right? Let's talk about where people overcomplicate, overthink, overspend, underperform, and avoid the mistakes that most do so that you can focus on the strategies that can really work for you. Talking about how long these things actually take, what matters most, and identifying a path from here, okay? So this is a quick power session to help you get clear about your next best step. Now, what's the result? At the end of this, I actually created a complete starter kit, an ebook that was written and formatted, a support tool, build guide, and essentially a stack of digital assets that were ready to sell in 2 days. So let's look at the visuals. First thing that I'm going to do is go over to books. Okay, so now I'm I'm on my iPad, by the way. So this was built with Claude. Are you familiar with Claude? Yes or no? I know everybody knows ChatGPT, right? But there are other AI platforms out there, and you can use my prompts in different platforms. Claude is pretty cool because you can use it to build an actual formatted PDF. So I created prompts so that you can answer questions, have the AI basically write the content in your voice, and then create it, which is what it did. So Publish to Profitable is not just the name of today's quick class, but it's actually the ebook that I created. So I said, you know what? Let me create something for entrepreneurs who are similar to the people I taught this week. One of the lovely ladies in my circle, Pam Perry, asked me to speak at her AI Summit. Feel free to check in if you want me to speak at one of your virtual events. Hint, hint. And so I talked about how to use AI to publish and create digital products, things of that nature. And then as I was doing the training, I said, you know what? A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of authors and creatives, they have a book or a guide, something they published. And then once the launch is done, instead of leaning into what they've created, they go on to the next one, the next launch, the next book. And it's like, look, you can diversify and monetize your books into a ton of amazing products. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do a starter kit where I teach authors, entrepreneurs, creatives how to make profitable digital products that sell from the items you've already published, right? And I have so many examples of clients that I helped do the same thing. One of my clients, Dr. Kara, when she was in the middle of publishing a book with a publishing company, she was like, you know, it's taken a little longer than expected, but here's the manuscript. I looked at it. I was like, wow. She had a whole system in there called the DEPART method, how to work on your own personal transformations. I took that. I turned it into an ebook. I said, this is just one chapter in your book. It's a whole guide in and of itself, right? And then after that, I was like, okay. She was like, wait, what? She was just floored because I made a digital ebook from the manuscript, right? And then one chapter, by the way, just taking one thing that she had in there and made it its own thing. And then I said, okay, now that we have this ebook guide, here, make a presentation, create some slides so that you can just teach your DEPART model, and then we turn that into a pre-recorded class. And then we bundle that to use it to upsell into her course. So long story long, I was like, this is what I want to work on. I created 13 prompts for you guys, and one of them is to map out what you want your kits to be about. I had no idea I was doing this weekend. I just real time did the series of questions, and then I came up with this. And then Claude built it. right? It has like 7 chapters in it. It's got quotes from me. It's got stories. And you're like, how the hell did she do that? Watch the replays. Now, normally you would have to pay to watch the replays, but for the next couple of days you can watch them all for free. If you come here late and it's no longer available, just pay. I mean, just upgrade. Come on now. You can upgrade to unlock all the prompts in the replays, but for now, like I said, they are available. How do you get to them? You go to sistasense.com/SKP for Starter Kit Project, and then click the button that says watch the replays. So right now, I'm mainly talking about what exactly did I create. So first and foremost, the digital kit aside, I created at least 2 very solid training videos. And if you do that every month where you're creating content, you have a beautiful archive that you can monetize. I have digital products that are over $1,000, like my academy, because they are filled with the best content I strategically create on a month-by-month basis. That's giving yourself the gift of a year. The conversation here is what can you create in 24, what can you create in, I keep saying 24, in 48 hours, right, in 2 days. So the PDF was number 1, as you can see here. I think it's like 7 or 8 chapters. And then the next thing was a support tool. So using my prompts, using ChatGPT, I created my support tool, and I built that tool in Canva. So let me actually show it to you. You go to sistasense.com / I want to say it's called S-Tool. I think that's what it is. Is it sistasense.site? I think it's site, S-I-T-E. Because when I build in Canva, I use S-I-T-E. So sistasense.site / S-Tool. So my bundle, my $27 kit that I created this weekend, has a support tool. Once you read the ebook, the tool helps you figure out what the ebook broke down. So it says, here are 5 questions. What are you starting with? Okay, well, let's say a training. I did a training. What's your strength? Teaching, helping people take action. That's me all day, every day. What do people thank you for most? I like to break things down. What feels easiest to build next? From the training, turn it into steps. What outcome do you want buyers to have? Implement, always implementation for me. All right. So now it says, here's the best digital product for you to build, a tool. This is why it fits. And if you want to actually build it, get LaShonda's Tiny Tools Build Kit. So the support tool, they go through a series of questions, and at the end, they're able to identify the best kind of digital product that they should build based on how they answered those questions. 5 questions, less than a minute, built in Canva, and all I needed to do was answer the questions and the prompts. I created a Canva tool, I created an ebook, I created workbooks, all of it. Let me actually show you some of the very cool images that I built with AI as well this weekend. I did several documents, the PDFs, and then also graphics as well. I got to scroll up because this was 2 days worth of ChatGPT conversation. Okay, here we go. Here are some of the graphics that AI helped me build for the digital product build plan. And I think these came out kind of cool. So this is all stuff that you can work on as well. So the third thing, so I did the support tool, which I just showed you. I built that in Canva AI. I did the ebook that I built in Claude, and then I did a build aid. So what's the build aid? It basically helps people, once they know, first of all, what they can build. The ebook gives them like a ton of options on here are digital products that you can build. The support tool takes them through a series of questions so they can figure out what they want to build. And then the build plan helps them map out the name of what they want to create. Do you want to make it an ebook, a workshop, a challenge, an app? What's inside of it? What are the results? So this basically creates something where they can map out their actual offer, a build aid. Isn't perfect, but I mean, for a couple of minutes, it's pretty cool. And if I wanted to just import this into Canva and clean it up if I needed to, I could do that too. So again, as far as what I built over the course of the last 2 days with you guys using my prompts, the starter kit ebook is included in the kit, a support tool, which was that Canva web app. I used Canva AI to build that app. Then the build guide, I did a couple of things. I created documents, but then I also created that graphic so that I can combine them together. Actually, let me take you to my Drive real quick. My Google Drive, because I think, yep. So I showed you guys how I worked on creating a cover for my digital product builds plan. And then someone could come in the Google Doc and answer the questions. What are you building? Who is it for? What's the end result? Choose the format. And this is just a few pages. I didn't completely finish it, but that's it, I didn't finish it. It's done. What I mean by not finishing it is when I was on real time, I was changing out, by default, ChatGPT, though when Chat makes a document for you, its default color is blue, and I actually wanted my brand color, which is purple. So I put a cover graphic on it, and then I was just changing this to purple. That's all I really did. But the build plan itself is just completely mapped. I was just branding it and adding my copyright to make it a little bit more Sister Sense-ish. But between Claude, ChatGPT, and a few other AI tools, which I'll talk about now, I was able to get the job done, right? So Claude helped me to write the ebook, and then it turned it into a PDF. ChatGPT is where I did a lot of the back and forth Q&A to figure out what was going to be in my kit. Do you need Claude? No. The only reason I would recommend it is if you want to make a pretty PDF where you don't have to do anything but, have the AI build it for you. Claude is the only one of them at this point that does that. They all can give you documents. Gemini and ChatGPT are good at giving you graphics, but Claude is the only one that I've seen so far that literally can write the damn thing, put it into a PDF, and say, here, it's done in under 20 minutes. I use Canva to not only create visuals, but to create my web app. The prompts I built from scratch and I gave to you. You could do it on your own. However, the prompts I've created are very sophisticated, and you can just go through the questions and it will help you create your content. No team required, right? Other than the AI team of using these tools. Speed came from clarity. So going through the questions in those prompts, you get clear about what your kit includes, and then the AI can create those pieces for you in minutes, not months. As you see here, the AI can help you create Google Docs, sheets, visual graphics, apps, landing pages, sales pages. I mean, it's not for play, okay? So essentially the process was deciding what exactly you wanted to give people as far as a transformation. I call it the 48-hour weekend transformation, right? So once you map out what your kit is going to do, how it's going to help people, then your focus is actually creating it. Build one piece at a time, which is what I did. The first day I mapped out the kit and built the ebook. The second day, which was today, I created the support tool and the build aid, and magic was made. Done beats perfect, as I like to say, and then you can just ship it and refine it along the way. So what does that mean? You finish it, you package it, you sell it, and you improve it over time, like no different than anyone else. So let's talk about a few mistakes that I want you to avoid, okay? The first one is trying to get people from A to Z. Our goal is A to B. Creating a very intentional, laser-focused digital starter kit. You're not trying to build everything, too many ideas, too many pages, too many tools. You're just really focused on KISS, K-I-S-S, keeping it seriously simple, because simple will win sales. Something small and powerful that people can use. Mistake number 2, waiting for confidence, waiting for certainty, waiting for permission. Progress creates readiness. Building answers questions. Start before you're comfortable. Because guess what? That's going to create momentum. Mistake number 3, no clear next offer, no path forward, no continuation plan. Buyers need direction. Momentum needs structure. Think beyond today. And so one of the things that I have in the prompts collection, okay, let's actually go. Okay, so if you were to officially unlock the Genius prompts and all the replays and all the resources that come with Build Your Starter Kit in 48 hours, that builder bundle, you'll see that there are a ton of prompts in here, right? So one of my prompts that I love is expansion. How to turn this $27 starter kit that you created into a $97 offer. How to position it, how to add on an order bump to it, how to create a value ladder where there's a base, a standard, and a premium. How to create how to attract your first 10 customers, right? Beyond the build, you need to be ready, or rather, you need to make your people ready for the next thing. Value ladders, right? Where before, like, they're like, okay, I'm done. It's like, all right, are you ready for the next one? You've created an experience where, while, as I like to say, while you have their attention, you strategically mention the next best thing that you have available. So guess what? Your assignment is simple. If you want to work on creating something that you can publish and turn into profits, take this opportunity to, excuse me, work with us in the community on the Build Your Own Digital Starter Kit in 24 hours, and 48-hour experience. So your assignment is to choose the kit, pick an ebook tool or build aid, outline 3 to 5 simple sections in that ebook, build the first version within 7 days, price it, and then ask me for help if you're stuck, right? And you go, whoo, girl, I got to do all of that? Baby, I built it in 2 days, and it's not me. It's, number one, being able to have the support of your AI co-creator to help you do what you need to do. And when I say when you can't ask me, ask CC, I mean I've literally created CC as a AI-powered clarity coach. That's what I call my prompts. They're CC prompts. So when you go, let's go. When you go here and you unlock everything, you copy the prompts and you put them into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. Let the prompts help you create your content, help you map out your kit, your ebook, your support tool, your build aid, so that one piece at a time you gain clarity. And trust me, this is not just about clarity. This is about not simply brainstorming, but building. Once I brainstormed, right, the AI also built it, built the PDFs, built the Google Docs, built the graphics, right? And I can go further and have it build the pages. I literally used Canva AI to build the web app in like 15 minutes. So this is not just a brainstorm situation. The prompts that I've created will help you both brainstorm and build the different digital assets within your kit in minutes, not months. And that, for me, is the sweet spot. That's the key. So if you missed it, like I said before, you can go over to the main page, systesense.com/SKP, stands for Starter Kit Project. Watch the replays while you can. Grab the prompts. Choose your starter kit. Build your first version. Sell before perfect. Refine over time. Let's create your amazing. Now, I believe you can learn how to QC, quickly create quality content. And I believe that when you build, whatever you build will be beautiful. It will be perfectly imperfect. And that is okay, because over time you will get better at building better, as I like to say, right? So I wanted to just take a few minutes to come in, conversate, I don't know, check in, to share with you what we've been building in the community and what you can build too to create your amazing. So here you go. We build better together. SistaSense.com/SKP, where you can learn more about the Starter Kit project, okay? And number 2, every month I'm doing AI Build-a-thons, so you can sign up to get updates when the next one is coming around. And, of course, if you want to work with me privately, feel free to review the different ways in which I can support you, whether it be through my DIY digital products, my done with you and or done for you Sister Sense support solutions. My goal is to help you create your best digital business online. So if this is right on time for you, I am excited to work with you in one way, shape, or form inside our Sister Sense circle. So that's it. I thank you so much for joining me today. Whether you watch live or on the replay side, my goal was to talk to you about strategically selling, intentionally creating, and using AI in the right ways to create the best that you have and put that out there, okay? So basically learning how to turn your best knowledge, your experience, all that greatness inside of you into digital products, digital assets, content that can convert into revenue. So thank you so much for joining me, my dears. Go forth, create your amazing. Check in with me if you need me, and I'll see you right back here real soon for another dose of direction. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.